Hey guys, how's it going? So I'm making this video to try my best to help educate people who are crying out for the education but don't really know how to say this. And it could just be due to a lack of vocabulary. It could be due to, some form of mental illness. It could be due to all sorts of things. They're crying out for the education, but they don't know how to verbalize this. So that's why I'm making this video, just to help these individuals, because you see them producing very, very goofy pieces of video which show Manny Pacquiao somehow winning this fight. They do everything from counting punches that don't even land. The way they mix and match different rounds and chop and slice the video and the film. And these videos are typically produced by incredibly goofy entities. So I'm making this video just to help these entities, as I said, try to understand what they're talking about, because I understand that you really do insist upon talking about boxing. So it's helpful if you know what you're talking about. The first thing that we have to talk about is actually very, very obvious. And those of you who know boxing are going to find this almost, incredible that I'm talking about this. You're gonna be so familiar with this fact that you'll be amazed why I'm even talking about this. But you must realize I'm doing this for the entities who really don't know. Okay, so the first thing, which is going to be so obvious to you guys, is that you have to score fights round by round. So that was the breaking news. You have to score round by round. If Pacquiao was to land one successful punch in round 4 and maybe land another one in round 6, you cannot win a fight because you did something good in 2 rounds. Okay, that's not how boxing operates. You have to win round by round. And the person who wins the most rounds, if it goes the full 12 rounds, the person who wins the most rounds actually wins the fight. So just to reiterate, it's not about how loud the crowd is screaming. It's not about the nonsense that Jim Lampley is saying to you. It's not about what it sounds like. It's not about, oh, did he do something good in 2 or 3 rounds? It's about who wins the most rounds. So that's what you have to look for. Aside from the fact that boxing is scored on a round by round basis, let's talk about what the judges are actually looking for. I've seen so many incredibly goofy entities make very bizarre film where all they're doing is looking for these punches, and then they declare Manny Pacquiao the winner. How can you declare a man who should really go by the name of number 48 to be the winner of something when you're counting a lot of the punches that he didn't even land? You're ignoring the other aspects and the components which judges have to look for. So now I will talk about these 4 different criteria, or the different components that you must look for. The first one is clean, effective punches. These are any punches that land flush on the face or the side of the head and the front or the side of the torso. Anything other than this is not a clean, effective punch. So what you guys are doing with the videos, you're looking for these clean punches. But I've watched a number of your film, and you're counting punches by Manny Pacquiao that truly didn't even land. So it's some kind of blindness going on right there. Now let's look for the next component, or the next criteria. This criteria in boxing is known as effective aggressiveness. Now the boxer who demonstrates this is the person who is consistently and successfully moving forward in a controlled manner while creating an opportunity to land punches, or is in fact landing clean, effective punches. I'm going to actually do this definition again so that people can really understand this. Effective aggressiveness is a guy who is moving forward consistently and successfully, right, in a controlled manner, who is creating an opportunity to land punches, or is in fact landing clean, effective punches. So what you're seeing right now from Manny Pacquiao is categorically not effective aggressiveness. Okay, this is not effective aggressiveness. This is in fact the exact opposite. The third criteria you have to look for is what's known as ring generalship. Okay, this is where you have a guy who's controlling the pace and the style of the fight. I'll repeat what I just said. Controlling not only the pace, but the style of the fight. So when somebody is able to impose his own style upon you, that is the ring general. So this one is just an obvious thing that you guys are completely ignoring, because Floyd absolutely shut down what Manny Pacquiao does best within the first 3 rounds. He took every single thing Pacquiao does and basically threw it out the window. And so Floyd was the ring general basically throughout the entire fight. Okay, and the final one you want to look for is defense. Judges give credit to the guy who is able to showcase skillful use of defense by making his opponent miss. Now, if you watch this fight, even if you don't agree with the CompuBox numbers of this fight between Mayweather and Pacquiao, the eye test alone, just by you using your eyes, you will see Manny Pacquiao is missing most of what he does. Okay, 80% of everything he does, he misses. So that's all going to give credit to Floyd in this criteria, which is defense. So you guys have ignored this as well. Now that you know how to effectively score and judge professional fights, go back and watch the fight again. All right, so I'm going to go over these 4 criteria once again. The first one is clean, effective punches. So you're looking for punches which land on the face or the side of the head, and of course the front or the side of the torso. The next one is effective aggressiveness. This is a guy who's consistently and successfully moving forward in a controlled manner. That's a key thing, in a controlled manner, as well as opening or creating chances for an opening to land punches, or is in fact landing clean, effective punches while he's moving forward. This is such a key thing you must understand. There's such a huge difference between aggressiveness and effective aggressiveness. A lot of you guys are playing dumb. A lot of you are playing stupid. A lot of you want to ignore this intentionally, because I don't believe anybody's that foolish. A lot of you are just playing dumb, acting stupid, acting retarded, like you don't understand the difference between effective aggressiveness and just aggressiveness. Okay, so the third one you're looking for is ring generalship. This is the guy who's in control of the pace and the style of the fight. Very key, that second thing, the style of the fight. The final one is defense, and I really don't need to say anymore, because it's just, if you make a guy miss, the judges do credit you for doing so within that round. It's just part of boxing. That's just how we score fights. Okay, so Pacquiao's name doesn't even come up when you talk about defense, because, you know, Floyd was just making him miss basically everything he did. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.
Niggas stick around, that'll lift them up or sit them down. Niggas rapping insane, but they really twat. Homie, we really hot, name rank, A block. Slang, cane, chain, hang, heavy bop. Maintain, things ain't millies pop.